Hello! Here is your first lesson from Everyday Thai for Beginners. I sent you the copy of the first chapter with transliterated Thai into English letters, so that should be helpful. And first, I'm going to go through the vocabulary so that you can hear the tones on the words. There are 5 different tones and they are important. If you say words wrong, people will not always understand what you're saying. So, first, this. The word for this is ni. Ni. It is a falling tone. So it starts off higher and then comes down like you're falling off a cliff. Ni means this. Kun, you. This is a polite way of saying you. Usually when people are talking, if you know someone already, you will just use their name. But for someone you do not know, or someone who has a higher social standing than you might call them kun. Kun is you. And that is a middle tone. It does not fall and it does not rise. It is not high or low. It's flat. Kun. So that is you. Next, pen. The word for pen, baka. This is also middle tone, baka. Pen. Next, pencil. Din saw. Din saw. The last part of the word, the saw, is a rising tone, as if you are asking a question. Din saw. Notebook. Samut. Samut. Notebook. Like that you write in. Book. หนังสือ หนังสือ two rising tones. Both nang and su are rising tones. And just a side note, this vowel sound we do not have in English. It is kind of a mix between an E and a U sound. And to make it, you have to keep your teeth su. It's like kind of in the middle of your mouth. Su. Nang su. Book. That sound comes up a lot, so we'll practice it. Next word, language. Pasa. Pasa is also a rising tone. Pasa. And Thai language. Pasa Thai. Pasa Thai. Thai language. In Thai, similar to Spanish, the describing words come after. So where we say Thai language, the direct translation from Thai is language Thai. Pasa Thai. Okay. Now verbs. The first verb, to call. เรียกว่า เรียกว่า to call. This word is written with an R. Many Thai people will pronounce it as an L, เรียกว่า But the proper way is to roll it a little bit, similar to Spanish, เรียกว่า but common speaking, you will say it as a regular R or a short flipped R, เรียกว่า or as an L, เรียกว่า to call. This is both like to call someone over, like come here, you riek them, or like what is this called? Like what is its name? Next, to be, คือ it's the same sound. So a little bit e, a little bit u, คือ, and that is a flat mid-tone. To be, คือ. Next, to say, พูด.พูด is a falling tone. พูด. You start higher and then you go lower. Yes, พูด, to say. To understand, เข้าใจ. เข้าใจ. เข้า is falling, ใจ is flat, mid. This literally translates to enter heart. เข้าใจ. To have, มี mid-tone, มี. To be hot, as in temperature. To be hot, ร้อน. This is a high tone. It gets a little bit higher than it begins, but it's just high the whole time. ร้อน. This is also written with an R, but commonly pronounced with an L or a slightly rolled R. ร้อน. Hot, as in temperature. So you might hear ร้อน, ร้อน, or ร้อน. It's all the same word. To be spicy, spicy hot, is เผ็ด. Pet. This is a low tone, so it will be a little bit shorter. Pet. To be delicious, อร่อย. อร่อย. This is a falling tone, but and again has the R, which is pronounced often as an L or a rolling R. อร่อย. 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 Next, to have fun or to be enjoyable. สนุก. สนุก. If you are on vacation in Thailand, it is common for a Thai person to ask you สนุกไหม? Meaning, did you have fun or are you enjoying yourself? สนุก. To be beautiful, สวย. สวย. This is a rising tone, so it's lower at first and it goes up like a question. สวย. This one is a bit important to use the correct tone because สวย means beautiful, but สวย means unlucky. So if you call someone สวย, you're saying beautiful. If you call them สวย, you're saying bad luck, you are bad luck, or you have bad luck. To be expensive, แพง. Pang, with a middle tone. Pang. This is good for bartering. If you go to the market and someone says 300 baht, you say Pang, Pang mak, very expensive. Sometimes maybe you can get it for cheaper. Next, to be cheap, ถูก. ถูก. the low tone, tuk. This is both price and quality. To be cheap, tuk. To be difficult, yak. Falling tone, yak. To be difficult or hard. To be easy,ง่าย.ง่าย. Also a falling tone. This sound,ง่าย, we only have in English at the end of words, like running. Ing words have this ng sound. In Thai, it is commonly found at the beginnings of words. So,ง่าย, it's in the back of your throat, this sound.ง่าย, to be easy. To like, ชอบ. ชอบ. Also a falling tone. To like, ชอบ. People might ask you that a lot also in Thailand. ชอบไหม? Do you like it? ชอบ. I like it. To be good, ดี.ดีis a middle tone. To be good, ดี. And to take or to want, เอา. เอา. To take or to want. So it's used for both, like, I will take this with me, and also like, I want that over there. เอา. And question words. What? อะไร. With the R again, so sometimes it is an L. อะไร. 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 To be honest, it is probably better to pronounce the R's as L's to be more precise. อะไร. อะไร. That is a flat tone. Who? ใคร. ใคร. Who. And how. อย่างไร or ยังไง both mean how. And finally, on this first page, the polite particles used in Thai very often, sometimes just to say yes. For a female, you say ka, ka, with a falling tone. For a male, kap. If you are being very formal, you can say krap, krap. But in common speaking, you just say kap, kap. So if someone says, are you okay? You don't have to say yes. You can just say kap. And just answering with the polite particles is a nice way to be affirmative. And especially if you do not already know someone, it is common to just put this at the end of every sentence you say. So that is the vocabulary, and I will come back with the rest of this chapter.